So to be fair, I'm using this guy as a vehicle to make a general point. So I'm being a little unfair, but for a bigger purpose. Because the way he handled the situation, you could see that he has the virus. But he also seems to think he is in a position of understanding the situation. And while he might be studied in theology, he isn't studied in internet sociology. Hi, I'm Jessica, and God parked me on the internet back in 2012 when I broke my spine. I will be your tour guide today. I plan one more video after this one that will break down one of his answers to a questioner to hopefully showcase how much in bad faith this guy is and probably doesn't even know it. He comes across as defensive and tribally indoctrinated, like a child in colonial times that got kidnapped by the Mohawk tribe and forced to incorporate into Red Man world.
One thing St. Paul himself, the Hebrew of Hebrews, makes very clear, and my final position is this: you are not allowed, Jesus does not allow you to be an anti-Semitic jerk face. Thank you.
I have a problem with the term anti-Semitism, because why should they be a special class and get a special word for racism specific to them? In America, have they been discriminated against more than Black Americans? No. And to further this, I feel it is anti-Christian to hold white folks to a higher standard than you hold the Jewish people, or people cleverly and preciously referred to as people of color. This virus insistently and arbitrarily requires from white folks to take it on the chin and be forbearing, be the bigger man, not requiring the same responsibility for the supposed underprivileged class. Yet we know now they aren't the underprivileged class in America, are they? Because anti-white prejudice, anti-white racism is the current cultural zeitgeist. But we aren't even allowed to verbalize it. This is the soft subjugation of the white folk, and it is evil. True bravery is speaking when doing so hurts, and fighting for a phantom anti-Semitism isn't dangerous. It's dangerous not to immediately drop to your knees and kiss the boot when asked where your allegiance lies in terms of anti-Semitism. Soft subjugation. Now, if you want to take it upon yourself to crusade in the name of Christ against anti-Semitism, how do you logically excuse yourself from not being just, upright, with a balanced scale, and fight against the hate for white folk with the same level of righteous indignation? You aren't a hypocrite, I imagine. Are you? You excused a paranoid slander from the precious class because you feel what they went through now gives them room to strike back. Because, well, to be honest, you already made your life, and it's a good enough one. The barbarians at the gate don't affect you. Yet, you as a Christian feel it's in your right to sit in judgment and burn with moral superior indignation against non-Christian whites, but for some reason you feel you must protect the Jewish and people of color so favorably named from the white males that the demographic you desperately fight for keeps soft subjugating. Why? You don't stick up for them, and then you kneecap them from sticking up for themselves. Oh, right. It's scale you were worried about. Well, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. You fight red-faced and kick at the air, but the real way you fight the thing you fear is to make sure the men of this homeland stop feeling the subjugation tightening around their neck. Duh. It's not just gentle as a dove, but it's also wise as serpents. Maybe because you were indoctrinated. Maybe because you are a weapon forged at home, caught by the enemy, reprogrammed and used against your own home and country. Am I still allowed to assume as a white folk I can have a home and country? Or has Harvard deemed that supremacy too? Maybe because you are infected and being swallowed by the Borg, and your thoughts aren't your thoughts no more.
I've entitled this, What You Know May Not Be So.